Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 89. Going through my vinyl collection one day at a time, one album at a time, sometimes two or even three, just depending on whether they're connected or not. Today I have an album that I absolutely love that you've probably never heard of, but it's really worth checking out if you like rock and roll. And I'm talking about the 1985 Screaming Lord Sutch release, Smoke and Fire. And this is, I love that album cover. I mean, that's pretty rock and roll, I suppose. This is the only album I have, I think, on Thunderbolt. It seems like I might have another one, but I can't think of what it would be. You know, nice little cover, mild yellow. But what might be interesting to you guys about it, besides just, you know, the great rock and roll that's on here, is who is on this album, because it's basically a cavalcade of stars and some people that you may or may not have known. Of course, David Sutch is on vocals. We have Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck, Noel Redding, John Bonham, Nicky Hopkins, Daniel Edwards, Carlo Little, Kent Henry. I always want to say Hensley, but it's not. Martin Cole, Rick Brown, Bob Metke, and like I said, David Sutch. The jacket is kind of weird. It's like really flimsy. It's in pretty good shape, except for this right here, this little tear. Excuse me, but not a huge deal. Just a plain. Actually, it didn't even come with a cover slip. Which is okay because I use my own anyway, so I don't need them. But there are some killer songs. I'll go through the songs and I'll tell you which ones are my favorites. Wailing Sound's the great opener. I mean, it really kind of sets the tone for what the sound and feel of the album is going to be like. So it's a great choice. 'Cause I Love You, excellent song. Flashing Lights, one of my favorites. Gutty Guitar is pretty good. Would You Believe, another just amazing song. I've listened to Flashing Lights and Would You Believe, like, I don't even know how many times in my life, but they are great songs. Smoke and Fire, the title track, is great. Thump It Beat, pretty good. Union Jack Cars, the one that, if there's a song I skip, it's usually that one. One For You Baby, good song. London, which, you know, spelling wise would be London, but that's how they say it in the song. Great song though. Brightest Lights, another, just gotta love that song so much. And Baby Come Back is a great way to close out the album. But yeah, this is just a collection of great musicians doing a little side project. And I can't imagine what it was like to get all those guys into the studio to record their parts, but the ending result is good. It's got a really interesting and unique tone to it. I've never heard anything that sounds quite like this album, but and I go back and forth between, no, it really does sound good, and I'm just used to the way it sounds. Kind of like the way I feel about Black Sabbath's Born Again. While we wait for the re-release, I'm just so used to the way it sounds that to me, it sounds good. But if I look at it really through a mixing engineer's perspective, probably not. And I could probably say the same thing about this, but this is an original 1985 copy. I don't think it was ever re-released. The record number on this one is THBL-2.022 because the point is so important. But in any case, that's how they catalog things over at Thunderbolt. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out this album. It's worth it if you like some good rock and roll. If you're a fan of Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Jeff Beck, great stuff to check out. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers.